All right, I know it's a little crazy what I said in the last episode, but Ariana was real fucking quick in divorcing her husband when I said what I said. That's just me though. That's just me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the.
I don't even remember what you said,
bro. You were like, "Oh, would you go on stage for Ariana and just leave your girl?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, why not?" But now I don't know, because with the whole home record thing coming out, she about to leave me in 6 months, talking about a fresh start.
But honestly, like, a little 6-month relationship is fun.
That sounds crazy.
Like, honestly, like, some of y'all might be able to agree with me. Maybe others are not. But I feel like those, like, hear me out. Those, like, 3-day situationships are more fun than, like, the 2-3 year relationships. Like, I feel like I go through more emotional turmoil in those 2-3 days than I do if I'm with somebody for, like, 6-7 years.
Bro, you just speed ran a relationship. That's your problem.
And listen, it was the greatest 3 days of my life. But really, like, does time mean something great? Like, no, like, we don't. So maybe we have the best, like, 3-4 days of our lives, and that 6-year relationship she was in with that guy that she was engaged to or married to was just shitty. So
you want a winter relationship and a summer relationship?
I don't want either.
Oh.
I just want to be loved and be cared for. But I don't see how you knowing that she got a divorce would deter you from wanting to be with her.
What? That's not what I said.
But you're saying she's a homewrecker. There's allegations out there, okay?
Well, no. What caused the divorce is kind of like, it's funny to me, at least from what I heard. Maybe it could be wrong. My sources could be wrong. You know who you are. So if you're wrong, you gotta catch up on research, bro. Like, whatever you tell me, we talk about here. But so basically, what happened is, like, when it was COVID, it was like all like fun and games because they were together. But like, as soon as she started performing and going out again, he was like, "Why aren't you hanging out with me? Like, why aren't you home?" And I'm just like, bro, you're dating a fucking superstar traveling the world, bro. That's the same reason Taylor Swift broke up with her boyfriend.
Who told you this?
My sources.
Unless it's fucking Ariana Grande telling you this shit, I'm taking everything not at face value, and I'm not invested that much in celebrities' lives.
I'm not invested either, but it's just interesting to think about.
I feel bad for the other lady that her husband. That's allegedly, bro.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know. Like, sometimes it's like I've said it on this podcast. I was like, I wish I knew what like their bank accounts look like. Not in terms of like how much money they have, but like of what money looks like coming in and out of like a bank account like that. But
why does that matter? Oh, you were about to say that. Okay, sorry.
No. I'm just saying, like, I don't care about her or like the relationship she's in. But like, I do wonder how like the ultra rich and famous date. You know what I mean? Because, like, I know how us brokies date. And it's not the same as the ultra rich and famous.
You promise her the world, you go to McDonald's and your card declines, bro. That's how it is over here.
It's embarrassing, but that's life. But realistically, like, how... Because, you know, like, there's this common theme, right? Where, like, we'll see it in, like, certain, like, groups of, like certain, like, groups of entertainment, right? Like, a bunch of people that are, like, reality stars all date each other. A bunch of rappers all date the same women. A bunch of, like, country stars all date the same people. A bunch of actors all date the same people. You know what I mean? Like, they date within their little, like, pools of people.
I think that's just because who you know.
But, okay, yes. But it's like, why... Let's say me and you are both famous, right?
Okay.
And I date...
And we start dating each other?
No.
Oh, damn.
No. I date...
I'll take Juan's back.
I always have to say, like, I always have to be careful with what name I say.
Why?
Just because, like, I don't want to say a person's name in real life that I might know, and then they're going to think, like, oh, he's thinking about me on the podcast.
Do it.
No.
I would love to see that unfold. Give me a name. I'll do it.
Let's say I'm dating...
Should we just spin a wheel of letters?
Yeah, give me, like, a letter.
K.
No, I don't know too many names with that.
J.
No.
H.
No. H. Helen. Okay. I don't know any real life Helens.
Are they real?
Probably.
Okay.
But let's say I'm dating, like, me and you are both rich and famous. Like, I'm dating Helen, and then me and Helen break up. We're not friends in this scenario. Okay.
Like, we are not friends. Or
no, like, we know each
friends?
other in like from the space. You know, we're both entertainers or whatever.
Okay.
But then you and then me and Helen break up, right? But now Helen's not an entertainer, but she's already in that social sphere because she and I dated. Okay? But she's not an entertainer. So then if you like, but the thing that I'm saying is like those like outside people on the inside will still date those people on the inside. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because you're like, oh, they're already part of that shit, but it's like, no, they're part of that thing because of this other person.
Yeah, but like,
it's like if we're all singers and I bring in an actress, she's not a singer, she's just an actress.
Let's say, okay.
But she might date another singer that's in the same, like my what's it called? My
niche.
Contemporary, my contemporaries. She might date another one of my contemporaries.
Okay, let's say you bring your girl to a party and you're like, hey everybody, this is my girl.
Okay.
And then you break up and everybody in that circle was like, damn, she was bad. And then they just go, because they already know she's real. She exists. So wouldn't they just, like, they're already introduced to her. They know who she is.
I get that aspect of it too. But then it goes into like, but see, that works. That doesn't work in real life though.
What?
In terms of like, I feel like celebrities get away with it more, and like people will like bat less of an eye about
Get away
it.
with what?
With like dating your friend's partner or like dating your friend's ex. Because like, yeah, like that's so crazy to think like, oh damn, like his girl was bad and she was like funny. Like I should date my friend's ex-girlfriend.
What if that was me?
Yeah, like that is a crazy concept to be like. But I get. At the same time, I don't and I do because it's like, well, oh yeah,
but you said they're not friends. They're just more like people that know each other. That's like if you brought somebody to Rutgers, and you were just like, "Hey, everybody, this is my."
What do you mean? I brought somebody to Rutgers? Like just like the fucking school?
Exactly. Yeah.
That school's like fucking.
All right, then fine. You're fucking major. You introduced everybody in your major to this person.
Okay.
But it's not everybody that you know, so it's not necessarily weird.
No, yeah, I guess what you're saying. I don't know. I also, you know, as we delve into this conversation more and more, I actually want to backtrack and I want to say that I do understand, because it's like if someone's already like famous and shit, I'm sure they're used to. You know what I'm saying? Like
no,
it's like
you need to finish a thought.
You'll. Yeah, I do. I'm out of it.
You're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Like because okay, let's say let's say we're all arsonists.
I love it.
My analogies today are off. My head is off.
That's when we burn things.
Yeah,
right?
you burn things. Right? Let's say we're all arsonists, right?
I want to start the first fire.
And I'm dating a girl that's not an arsonist, but because she hangs around me so much, she's used to the fire. She's used to being warm. So I understand why if me and her break up, another arsonist would be attracted to her because they're like, oh, she's already used to the fire. So it's not something that she would have to get used to. So like if me and her date, it's like another barrier that I don't have to worry about. So like I'm using fire in place of like fame. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's already used to being with somebody famous, and like she's gonna like, you know, keep her mouth shut. But it's like you know, because as famous people like
when I burn this building, you better not tell nobody.
But it's like that certain level of privacy you want as like a celebrity, I guess, where it's like no one really knows like the intrapersonal connections you have with other people. So yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. It's like yeah. I would want the arsonist girlfriend if I'm the arsonist. Because it's like, imagine having to explain to somebody that doesn't understand arsony what arsony is. You know what I mean?
You just burn things.
Yes, but like, okay, but I mean like, imagine having to explain to somebody like, oh yeah, every Friday, like, you have to be okay with me going to burn down a building. But if I date a girl who used to date an arsonist, and it's like, oh yeah, every Friday he used to go burn down a building, so I'm used to people going on Fridays to burn down buildings. It's
now
like,
I gotta do something different.
If you choose to be different, sure. But I'm just saying, like, I understand why the arsonist would want to date that arsonist.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, then how does this go for like? Because there's people that like don't want to date other famous people.
I think that's a lie.
Do you think that's a lie? You think they're not just common folk? It can't be common folk.
It can't be common folk. Like
you can't. Just
how would you even get? And it's the weird thing about like a famous person dating a non-famous person. Like I'm sure it happens, but there is that weird level, like that weird dynamic of power. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, this is like this uber famous person, and like they're like dating someone, and like you know the person that's famous and has like the money and like has that sort of like social power over that other person. So it's like, yeah, like that might happen, but it could be some sort of, like, I'm not
I
saying
would
that
be a
it's all
great
manipulation.
stay-at-home husband. Is all I'm saying.
Like, okay, so Cristiano Ronaldo, his now, I don't know if they're married, but his girlfriend who gave him a kid, I think they have a kid together. They have a kid together, I believe. But she was some regular schmegular person. Like, she worked at the Gucci store in Madrid. Mm-hmm. And she was like you know how in Gucci or like those like high-end stores, they have like personal shoppers or whatever? Mm-hmm. She was a personal shopper.
So, I mean, like, I guess that's as close as you can get, realistically.
What?
At a high-end store. Like, somebody's going to go shop
But not
at
everybody
a high-end
famous
store.
goes to... Like, that's the thing. Like, you can have money and not be famous. And, like, I'm sure plenty of people go into Gucci and buy shit that aren't famous.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But, like, Ronaldo is not going to go buy at Skechers. That's just not happening. So if you're a cashier at Skechers, you have less of a chance than being a cashier at Gucci.
I don't know. I feel like...
No?
It's like those things... You ever seen that meme where it's like... like a woman's ideal man, or like it's like a supermodel and then it's like McDonald's cashier?
No.
You haven't seen that?
Mm-mm.
Well, there's like a running meme that's like, oh, men will fall in love with like the McDonald's cashier, basically.
Okay.
Because like I don't know how true this is, but like we're
the
like
McDonald's cashier theory.
Yes, the McDonald's. I'm starting. It's not my theory, but I'm taking claim of the McDonald's cashier theory, where it's like we. As I don't want to say as men, I hate being like the like a meninist. I hate being like that guy that's like speaking for men. But there's a common social thing where like men will care less about like the status of the woman. I guess I don't want to dig myself deeper into this whole. I'm not fucking Andrew Tate. And he's just basically saying like the opposition has like these standards for like us. Like me, I'm just gonna speak for myself. The opposition, bro. The ops.
All women are ops.
All women are ops. Okay, they are my opposition. They are my greatest ops. So the opposition, has these standards where it's like, what fair standards? You know what I mean? Like it's fine. Like, oh yeah, he has to have a good job. Not all of them have this, but like let's just say a couple of them or some of the
$500,000 starting salary, bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good job. Like there are certain qualities that I would look for before physical attraction, which is fair. You know, that is very fair. But like
not me.
There's a like a little meme that's like, oh yeah, the man will see like the McDonald's cashier that's beautiful and like fall in love with her. And I've fallen in love with my Dunkin' Donuts cashier. You don't know who you are. You probably don't watch this podcast.
He goes there every day.
I don't go there now.
Bro sent me on a mission there.
Son, when I was in high school, after every single swim practice, me and my friend would go to the same Dunkin' Donuts. Every single practice. After every single swim practice. We only swam for one season, or a couple seasons actually, but after every single practice, we went and we got a medium vanilla chai. Hot. A hot medium vanilla chai, okay?
I'm going to assume I know what that is.
And we got to the point with the cashier where she memorized our order. So we would walk in and I'd be like, oh, and she's like, don't worry, I already got it. And she would start making it as soon as we walked in.
That's how you fall in love.
Son, when I tell you I don't know if I was in love with her or the idea of like, I could never not live in a city. But the idea of like walking into a place and they know my order is so appealing to me. I'm like, oh, that's so hot. Like you never go to like an old school diner where it's like a 50-year-old lady like in the back behind the counter and she's like, "What's up, darling? How are you? You doing all right?" I don't know how to do like an old school accent. But like,
hello, sweetie.
Yeah. I fall in love with a diner lady every time. And maybe that has something to do with like my psyche, and maybe there's something wrong with me.
That's
but like,
mother.
There's something. Okay, yeah, never mind. Fucking Sigmund Freud is gonna kill me. That was all a joke, by the way. That's not real. I was just trying to be funny. I don't fall in love with the diner lady. Not that there's anything wrong with the diner lady. We fuck with the diner lady, but I'm not fucking the diner lady, unless the diner lady is like more around my age. You know, like I don't have like a older woman kink, but people do. You have one?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like the older we get, the less older age feels to us.
And everybody becomes bad.
Yes, like they don't teach you that.
He was about to say no.
No.
He knows that's real.
They don't teach you that shit, bro. Because when you're younger, they try to program you to think like, oh, older, bleh, wakala, you know what I mean? But you get older and you're just like, wow, like everybody's beautiful. Like they all deserve. Well, yes, everyone is beautiful. So,
right.
But I don't know, man. I personally think that the world is ending, and I don't know how to like feel about it.
I think relationships are ending. I think the whatever a relationship is getting changed crazy.
I don't know if it is. Like, I think it's like I try to tell like men our age, right? Because a lot of men our age are like really jaded, and like they take what they see on the internet like for real life. Like they see the Andrew Tates and they see those guys and they're like, oh yeah, all women are scum. Like us men, we have to like come above everything and stomp on them, this, that, and the third. But I think like there's way more normal relationships than there are like the Len of the Plugs and Adam 22s of the world. You know what I mean? Like like, or it's like the thing where it's like, oh, all women have OnlyFans or some shit. It's like, no, like that's just not the case. Like it's just not true, you know?
And I promise you're gonna get nowhere if you start asking women to make one, bro. Did I ever tell that story?
Well, you know somebody that made them?
No.
I know somebody.
How like somebody. I know like somebody that. Fuck, now I lost my train of thought. Congratulations. Oh, I know somebody who like no. Somebody like asked my girlfriend like to her face like, I said, oh, when are you making that OnlyFans? I'd love to like subscribe or some shit. And I was like, wow, dude has fucking balls.
He said that in front of you?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, ass. You would actually fight. You wouldn't fight.
I wouldn't fight?
You would not fight.
I don't think so.
You would not have fought. But no, it's okay. We're gonna talk about
That's too much disrespect.
We're gonna talk about Adam 22 and Len of the Plug in a second. But I do really want to talk about. I don't know. Hear me out. I don't know if I'm just an old head now. I don't like to think I am, but like I'm really starting to not see the appeal in social media anymore. Like I'm like scrolling through Twitter some days and I'm just like, I do not want to get like, I see so much shit that I disagree with and like just so much shit that's like stupid as fuck where I'm like, I don't even like have anything to say anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the world is just gone. Like,
I think I need to switch my timeline, man. It shit used to be funny. Now it's just people being mad at everything, bro.
But it's not even like the people that are mad. It's just so much so like, I see way too much like conspiracy theory shit. Like,
oh my
too
God,
much people like,
bro.
like the most simple shit can have. Listen, man. Like, I know a lot of people make careers out of this conspiracy shit, but like, not everything is a conspiracy theory. Like, not everything is a conspiracy theory. And like a lot of things that people think are conspiracy theories are like can just be proven with like one article, you know?
Like,
but then the worst part is that then they'll read that article and be like, oh, that's funded by the people that want to keep the conspiracy going. And that makes me want to
die.
Yes. Like, for lack of better terms, it makes me want to freaking fly.
Die.
I want to use this for TikTok, okay? You can't say we're dying. Okay, but no. In a video game. But no.
In game.
I don't, but I really like, have you gotten to that point now?
I have,
of like,
it'll be just some random shit like, oh, the government really made us dependent on water. That shit is crazy. Like, no, bro, you need that shit to stay alive. Like, I promise you, if you drink some water, it'll be okay.
Or you know, like the thing that's going on now, which this is like the biggest thing I'm seeing on Twitter at the moment. But LeBron James' son, Bronny Jr., had like a cardiac arrest, and he's a really young dude, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And then, you know, a lot of the fucking like idiots on the internet are like, oh, I bet he took that vaccine. I bet he's regretting getting that vaccine. Now,
Yeah,
first of all, I just want to say before, if your first fucking thought of a fucking 18-year-old kid having cardiac arrest is like, oh, he shouldn't have gotten that vaccine, you're going to hell. Like, you're going to hell. Like, I don't want you to die, but like when you do die eventually, I hope it's of old age. I hope you never get sick. I hope you live a great life.
Not me.
But you're gonna go to hell at the end, okay? Even if you're not religious, whatever, wherever you think any denomination, you might just go into the void. That's fine. But you are not going to any iteration of the pearly gates, brother. Like, you're just not. You're just not.
I don't know who convinced you. You're not, bro.
But it's really like the audacity of some people to like see some shit like that and be like, oh, I bet he like. How is that
Like-
your first thought? Like, where are people's like
Us unvaccinated folk are laughing now. Like what, bro?
where has people like where has their humanity gone?
It's the
Like,
paranoia. Like everybody's paranoid about like every little thing now. Like anything that happens is like, oh my god, holy shit. Like this was planned. This had to be planned.
I just don't understand. Like conspiracy shit has always been a thing forever, right? Like it's always been a thing. But now with like COVID and shit like that, it's really gotten so like disproportionately bad, bro. Like these people are insane. And I'm not saying you're insane for not getting vaccinated, whatever. If you chose to not get vaccinated, whatever, man. Like do you. But to like I've it's like the people will be like, oh, they're brainwashed to get vaccinated. I don't know anyone who talks about getting vaccinated the way that people that are unvaccinated talk about getting unvaccinated. Like, I don't know anyone. Like, everyone I know just got the vaccine and shut the fuck up. Like, we just got the vaccine and kept our lives
I just
moving.
got sick. That's it. I moved on.
But every time, like, if it ever comes up and someone's unvaccinated, they will give you every single, like, thing as to why
Reason
they're
why you fucked
unvaccinated and reason why you shouldn't have gotten vaccinated. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like if you didn't get vaccinated, cool. Like, do you? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. Like, did I think people deserve to lose their jobs? Probably not. Do I think you should have gotten vaccinated? Of course. But I don't give a fuck. Like, we're
Unvaccinated folk be like, yeah, my child's 3. Like, damn, he lived a fulfilled life, I guess.
Son, I've said it on this podcast before, but I don't understand how we used to make fun of people that wouldn't vaccinate their children. Like that was like a common thing.
I still do.
It's like it's the way. Okay, so it's something that was brought to my attention that I didn't recognize. You know, because we're still young. We're still like young in the world of politics and shit like that. So we haven't really like seen it too much. But it's like Republicans and like I don't want to say Republicans. Let me strip this before I say the next part.
Woo.
Like redneck culture, right? Yeah. Has I don't know if that's a proper thing to say. I'm white. I can say that, right? But that culture, right? They used to hate police too.
Yeah,
like it was a big thing. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
But once like police started having to do with like
black people,
well, like racism and like racial like profiling and things like that, like they started fucking with the police more. They were like, yo, like back to blue and shit.
Like, we're talking about like skaters that used to do whatever the fuck they wanted. They hated cops. But now it's like, oh, this came up because of that one dude that dropped this. Was it a song or was it something?
Not try that in a small town. I never heard the song. But
Yeah,
it's
I
like
didn't hear
that.
it. I didn't hear it either. But like that's where I saw it from. Like it stemmed from that.
But that's a tweet. I don't even want to talk about like redneck culture. I don't know, but like cowboys and stuff, and like it was cool to be the outlaw. Like you know what I mean? Like
right.
Like John.
Any
They said
cowboy
John
movie.
Wayne. Yeah, John Wayne was like the outlaw, like the cool cowboy, like stood up against the law. Like that was the cool shit. You know, like the cool thing to do was like stand up against the government. Whoa, like look at you, like you're standing up against like the first force of the government, which are the police. But now it's like back to blue, and I'm just like,
What the fuck happened?
what happened? What happened? Like, do you, man? Like, I could, like, but it just wasn't interesting. Like, it was like a jarring thing to see where it was like that switch. You know what I mean?
That was interesting.
But back to just like being on Twitter and shit.
You mean X?
Fucking hell, bro. That's another thing, man. So, this is. Talk to the people, man. Talk to the people.
Do I know enough? I just know this motherfucker been stealing everybody's ideas.
He
stole a logo. He stole the fucking username for X, and now he changed Twitter to X. And yeah, I don't know. This dude is obsessed with the letter X.
We just gotta beat the fuck out of Elon Musk. Like, I think we should all, like, collectively, like...
Bro, the greatest mind of our time?
Don't ever say that to me ever again in your entire life, bro. I could give my little nephew control of Twitter and he'll do better than fucking Elon Musk. And listen, for all you Elon Musk, like, you know...
Enjoyers,
bootlickers, as they call them,
he doesn't know you.
he doesn't know... No, even if he didn't know you, even if he knows you personally, man... There's you don't have to show for the billionaire class, you know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about you. And yeah, but X is going down a very interesting path. And maybe that's why I've like been so like pushed away from Twitter too. And it's not even like the Elon Musk shit. Like I don't give a fuck, but like so many things have happened on Twitter in the last like 6 months that have just been so shitty that like I don't even want to participate in the program. Like I don't
What
even want
else?
to participate. Well, when they limited viewer tweets,
Oh yeah.
they limited
I haven't
how
hit my
many
limit.
tweets you could see.
That means I'm not on social media that often.
Okay, we hard cut there. Should I say that? Yeah,
Yes.
fuck it. We hard cut there because I thought I lost my work phone. See, now I'm a businessman. I have fucking 3 phones, and it's very hard to keep everything in track. And I just panicked and freaked the fuck out just now because I thought I heard my phone, but I couldn't see it. And you know what my problem is? That all my phones have black cases. So I can't differentiate which one's which. I really need to do something in that regard because this is not okay.
Don't put a sticker on them.
I was gonna actually do that.
That's disgusting.
I was gonna put
Just
a sticker.
get a different colored case.
No, I'm gonna put a sticker on one of them.
That's nasty.
But where were we? X, the 600 viewer
600,
limit.
Yeah, I haven't hit that shit yet. I haven't ran into that.
Okay,
issue.
but no, that's because they fixed it now.
Hmm.
But at the time,
That was
they hadn't
hilarious.
fixed it.
Well, they
and-
added subscribe to.
which also sucks too. It's like I don't really understand this whole idea of like putting shit behind the paywall. What?
I just find it funny. Like I would never pay to hear somebody's ideas. Like
Not for tweets. Like,
yeah.
I don't see the point of that shit like at all. Like I don't see the point of ever paying for like Twitter Blue or like for any higher subscription service. But I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know if it's old age. It really might be old age. But I'm like more and more I don't want to like speak. Like I don't want to share my thoughts on the internet. Like not like in the Twitter form. Like I don't want to tweet. I sometimes post on Instagram, very barely ever. Like if it wasn't for the podcast, I'd probably be off of all of social media. I've said this before.
Oh, me too.
I think if it weren't for the pod, I would have disappeared from the internet.
I'm not
already.
real.
Yeah, like I want to only live in real life now. And I want to like weed myself off the internet little by little until I'm like nobody on the internet. And like the only way you can reach me is like by like carrier pigeon. You know what I mean? But also you see what my problem is, right? I can't do that yet because I'm single.
It could be like, you gotta post a picture and it's you when you were like 18. Like, dog, you're a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
This is not you.
So that's the problem. Like you can do that now because you're in a relationship and like if you don't have a social media presence, like who gives a fuck? But like as a single person, like you need a little bit of social media like presence so that like people still know you're alive and single and ready to mingle and shit. If I just disappeared from social media, I'm sure everyone would just assume that I got a girlfriend or something, or that I was dead. One of the two.
I would not think the first one. I'm not gonna lie.
That I had a girlfriend? You wouldn't think that immediately if I just
Like
disappeared
if you
off social media.
disappeared, no, I would think you died.
Most of the time when I see people like stop posting on Instagram or stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, they probably got into a relationship. And then there are the other people that like never, ever, ever, ever post on like Instagram or Twitter about their relationships. So like you never know.
When you see that Kevin Zavala has posted for the first time in a very long time, you're gonna be
Oh,
like,
no, you're single.
damn.
That motherfucker is heartbroken.
Thank God. And it's a black screen. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's definitely come with some age where I'm just like, I don't see the appeal. I don't see the appeal anymore. Like I got it when I was younger.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is like what I was saying last week. Like motherfuckers that record everything. That shit pisses me off.
No, that's different though.
It's not. It's the
That's
same
different.
thing.
Like,
Like if
if
you're
you're
not in the picture, like if you're not. in
Yeah, if
frame,
you're recording for memories, like that's one thing. Like
You're done.
I like to look at pictures, like back, mostly of like my niece and nephew. But like I like to look at pictures like back, but it's just like I don't even know.
I don't
like,
think we've ever taken a picture. This is a lie.
Together?
Yes.
well,
The
I don't
only
take a
time
lot
you
of
took
pictures.
a
in
picture
general.
of me, you made it look like I was like 4'9".
Yeah, that was a good picture. But I just don't take a lot of pictures of myself in general. Like it's really rare that I take pictures. Like I take more videos than anything. Like I'll record a video of me like speaking or something. But like just a straight up selfie, I don't think I take straight up selfies at all.
You have a
anymore.
single mirror.
I don't have a single mirror in my room. That is also a true statement. Like I just don't.
That's gotta pop some red flags, right?
That I don't. You have a mirror in your room? You
No,
don't
I
either.
Yeah, but I'm a walking red flag. Like that's very different.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have a mirror in my room. The only mirror I have in my whole house, I think, is the bathroom. Damn, I should get a mirror, huh? That is a little weird.
Full
I just
body
realized.
mirror? Should we invest in
No,
some
no,
full body mirrors?
no. I'm a grown fucking man. if you're over the age of like 17, like you should not have a full body mirror. Okay.
What if you want to look at yourself?
Go to the doctor.
How can you see your fit?
Yeah, maybe I'm bugging on that one. Maybe you're right. Maybe you should invest in a full body mirror.
Everybody comment down below. What the fuck was that?
Sometimes I just hate to be a bad guy. Like, there's no good reason. Like, sometimes I just feel like I need to let off some steam, and so I'll start hating on things that really shouldn't be hated on. Maybe that's how I'm feeling with Twitter now. Maybe I'm feeling a little like burnt out on social media, so I just don't want to like talk on there anymore.
For me, anybody that's like, oh my god, I can't believe he's trying to rebrand. I think that alone is kind of dumb. Like, if he wants to rebrand, then like,
wait, what do you mean rebrand?
Like, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe Twitter is going to X. Like, for me personally, like, just like off of that, I'm just like, oh, I don't care if it's the same. It's gonna be the same thing.
But there is something about like the culture and like the longevity of a product.
Just a name change.
But everything's changing because everything goes off of Twitter. Twitter is literally about birds. Like, when you make a fresh profile, you have an egg. Yeah. What? How do birds communicate? They tweet. They tweet. So we tweet at each other. Like, it all has to do with everything. House. You know what I mean? And it's just like lazy, and it's just like
I don't like it. I never said it was good. I just don't think it's something to like. For me, as a peasant, I don't think it's something I should ruin my day over.
It doesn't ruin my day whatsoever. I'm just telling you, like, more and more, I'm just like weeding off of social media.
And it can't be Threads.
I don't think we need any more apps. Like, I think, like, you know where I think like the culture is shifting to? This is gonna sound really crazy, and I'm probably really wrong on this. I think soon, like, people are not gonna be on social media anymore.
I don't.
Maybe because I'm getting on social media, so I think I'm like starting a wave. But I think like social media, like Twitter and Instagram, is gonna die off, and people are only gonna be like on TikTok or on like a TikTok equivalent. Like, I think Instagram's gonna die soon, and I think Twitter's gonna die soon. But it's like what I'm saying. Like, I just. Maybe it is because I'm older. Maybe when I was younger, like
I think it's getting to that because like I don't feel like I'm on social media a lot.
Yeah, I'm not on social media anymore. Like, or like
that's just because we're busy.
But yes, but like when I am on social media, I'm just consuming the content. I'm not making the content anymore. You know what I mean? Like, before I used to be on Twitter and I used to like be tweeting a lot. Like, DM me for an emoji, I'll tell you what I think about you. Like rate me.
My God.
Like this for to be honest in your DM with me and at Nivex. Like that's how you used to, you know, like talk to girls back in the day.
We have to
like,
evolve now. Now we gotta be an an NPC, bro. Yum so good, so good. Yum.
That's another thing. Can we talk about that? I fucking forgot that shit existed. What's going? Is it the no? Maybe
so good.
So we should change the name of this podcast to like Old Heads, like Old Heads, Young Bodies. Like, we should actually change that. Old Head, Young Body, because holy fuck, bro. Yum, glizzy. Like. Bro, oh my God, what is going on?
Pop, yum, so good.
No, like, what is going on? I need to get on these fucking apps.
I need to meet who is paying for this, bro.
It has to be deranged motherfuckers, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry, but no sane man is paying for, like, no sane person. I'm not even talking about, like, what like, look, get your bag. Like, I'm not mad at her for it. I'm not mad at her for it.
Go crazy,
get your bag. But what the fuck?
She started speed running that shit. You know, she's making like 6 bands a month on that.
But apparently
shit,
TikTok caps the amount of gifts you get per year at 365,000. That's when she started
slowing down, but she only gives 1 yum, not 2.
No, that shit is. I don't even know how that appeal started, and it's funny.
It must have came from like one weird request, and it must have blown up like that.
But the crazy shit is that, like,
I can't keep getting out hustled like this, bro.
Son, no, this is real shit. Like, I think we talked about it on Discord the other day. I don't know if you were in the call, but I was like, they were like asking me when I was gonna stream again, and I was like, when the next big game comes out. Like, I need another like huge game like Fortnite to come out for me to ever consider streaming, because like, I need to be at the forefront of some of this shit, man. Like,
you gotta be the first yum so good,
dude. Like, I don't know where my insight is, where like I can't pick up on these things, and that's the thing. Like, I'm sure she's not even the first one. She's just the first one to get big. She's just the first one to get huge.
Nah, bro. Whatever she's doing, she the best at that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to have the insight to pop off like that. But you know how quickly people pop off like that and then fall off crazy? Like, I don't want that for her, but I can imagine it going that way. You know what I
Can
mean?
Yum Yum So Good last? How many Yum Yums So Good do they got before they get tired?
Before people aren't hungry anymore, you know, like before people are
No more
have
popcorn.
but that's but I wonder what type of like insight these people like. I really, that's the thing, right? We talk about like genius or whatever, or we talk about like the greatest mind of our generation, Elon Musk. But realistically, like these people are seeing something that we're not seeing. Bro, what's her name? Pretty Barbie, I think that's her name. Pretty Pink, Pinky. That's her name. The lady who does the yum yum, so good. There's something. I need to give her credit. Like, I need to be like, no, she's literally one of the greatest minds of our generation. Like, what's the difference between her and Elon Musk? Like, real money? Okay, but like, to have the foresight and insight to be like, this is gonna make me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Bread, bro.
Like, could you like? How do you see that? Like, how do you see? Let's say she came across a stream of somebody doing that. I thought they were doing really well because then everybody would have known about it. So, like, how do you see that and be like, no, this is gonna make me
Like, I will do
money.
this better. And do it better. Wow.
And then you see like all the clones pop up, and now my entire TikTok is motherfuckers like,
So good.
Pretty Pinky made $100,000. I can't believe I'm about to go on live to do this. And then they're on live like,
NPC.
I wanna do like those, and like they make me uncomfortable. Like those videos literally make me uncomfortable. But HMO has 1,000 followers on TikTok. That means we can go live.
We can yum yum.
We should do it one day.
I'm down.
We should actually.
We
do
need
it
a
one
hair.
day.
What do we? What products do we need? We need some uncooked popcorn, a hair
Yeah, straightener.
straightener. Yeah, that's.
But it's just so crazy too. It's like motherfuckers like do like the glizzy shit, and like they like air suck a dick or whatever. And I'm just like, you know, cool, but like media has gone kind of crazy too.
This has to be a niche out of ASMR, bro. It has to be. That's what I believe.
It's some sort of I read that it's some sort of like kink shit where it's like you're like a you're like kind of like dominating over them. You know what I mean?
Like the viewer or
the
person?
viewer is dominating over the like the NPC creator or whatever because they're like doing whatever you want them to do. Son, if that's the case, give me $100 every day and I'll do whatever the fuck y'all want me to do. Like I promise you, like I would do a lot of shit for $100 a day. That's what, $800, $700. Wow, $700 a week, $1,400 every 2 weeks. That's $2,800 a month. That's not that much money. Fuck.
It's not. That's all I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's not
$500.
Give me $500 daily. That's more than she's getting. That's less than what she's getting.
I'll yum all you want.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are these people doing that they like? But that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the foresight? We have to get on some shit, bro. Like, we have to start traveling into the niche of TikTok and really find like
underwater yum yum.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. Bro.
I'm not talking about no yum yum shit, but it's on some like real life like what is this fucking like random ass shit that's making these people bread like that? Like, and how do you have the insight to be like, this is gonna make me ultra rich? My favorite part is when she gets out of character to yell at her son. That shit is so fuck. Have you seen that shit?
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god! Like,
I didn't know she was real.
Son, but how scary is that for your son though? Like seeing your mom like talking to her phone like yum 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 yum. Imagine me like a 5-year-old like seeing your mom like yum yumming on the phone. I think my mom is fucking stupid.
What the fuck?
Like how do you respect? Like how do I respect my mother if I just see her every day on the phone like glizzy yum yum? I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what you do for work?
I see my father doing that shit. I'd smack him, bro. At 5 years old, I beat the shit. I fight my father. I think that's the only time I would actually like get physical with my dad. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, old man? How about you go get a job?
Bro, he getting his bag, bro.
It's a very interesting.
I have to see the numbers.
The numbers are insane. She's making like $8,000 a stream or some shit. I think that's what they said, like $5,000 to $8,000 a stream.
Wow.
And that's a lot. That's like a lot of money. I didn't want to say how much that is in compared to how much I make, but that's a lot of money. Because imagine that's per
100x.
stream. That's per stream. Let's say your stream is daily. She's making like
goddamn.
like over 50 a
more than me.
Like over 50 a week, 50 grand. Bro, like I'm a bag chaser, but like damn, yo, like it really makes you think. it really makes you think like,
Oh my god, I haven't gotten asked. Oh my god, like I gotta ask my girlfriend. Like, if she had, if she knew she was gonna make money, would she do that shit? I would. I 100% would.
if I knew I would make money, I would do that shit.
Absolutely.
But it's too those. That's one of those things where I think
it's gonna fall off.
No,
I think it's gonna.
It's
fall
gonna
off.
fall
I
off.
think it's gonna fall off.
It's gonna fall off. It's going to because there's no longevity. I don't think there's. It's like every trend on TikTok. You know, like I always see it. It's really interesting.
Trends live and die so fast.
Die so fast. But you see it the most with like trending artists on TikTok. Like not the people that are big outside of TikTok. I'm not talking about like a Lil Baby or like a Taylor Swift. You know, I'm not talking about people that have like audiences that were made on the internet. But you see it with like TikTok artists that get like one super viral. Who was it? Dude, have you ever heard that song, that remix where he's like,
make it as a song.
No, I don't know who sings. Isn't that Doja Cat?
No, I don't think so.
Dua Lipa?
No,
I don't know who sings that song.
I'm feeling lonely. Ayy. I go home.
I don't know who that is. But you ever hear the song where he's like, why you got that spoon in my face? Back it up some. What's wrong?
I don't think so.
Or he's like, watch me step foot. Watch your right. I
don't think so.
Okay. Well, he was getting like millions on millions on millions of views per video. And now he gets like, he doesn't break 1,000. You know what I mean? Right. And he has probably like 1 million followers on TikTok. But it's like a bunch of artists like that. So it's like, yes, you're going to make your bag. What I just get scared of is like,
what's next?
What's next? Yo, like, maybe people don't think that way. Maybe that's like why we don't.
I would be scared.
The thing is, maybe we shouldn't think that way. Maybe like, hear me out. Let's stop thinking. Like, let's stop thinking about the future. Like, let's just do shit now. If it's working now, let's just fucking do that shit, and not even worry about the repercussions. Like in 6 months to a year when it falls off. Like, let's just like do it now, see what the fuck happens, and then move on from there.
Wow.
Let's just do that. Well, like, actually, because, like, I think that's what stops, like, a great mind. Mm-hmm. Like, I think if Pinky or whatever, Pretty Pink, I think that's her name, something like that. If she were to think, like, oh, what if this falls off in 6 months?
She would not be making
She wouldn't even do it. Yeah, like, but to just think, like, oh, I'm going to hop on this while it's hot, like, and it goes to show, like, it's something interesting to think about, like, these, like, big YouTubers that have, like stayed within like the trials of time where they've stayed relevant and like stayed like updating their content. Like maybe they're not as big as they once were, but they're still like, you know, big.
They're good.
Yeah. It's really interesting to think about, like, they know what they're doing. But I digress. X is weird. But we're going to find out what's going on with that soon enough. I honestly think I'll be on Twitter for maybe another couple months, and then
that's it.
And then just only use it for like, because right now I still tweet every so often. Like I'll tweet like once a month. I used to be tweeting like 3 times a week, you know? Like I used to have like, you know, think of something funny, tweet. But now I'm just like, but I don't. Maybe
I used to have noties on.
Dude, maybe it is like age, bro. Because like I'll be thinking like, yo, what if I have kids, right? And I'm still on social media like posting and my kids like follow me on Twitter or like Instagram. I'm just like, that's weird to me, you know? Like, I have family that follows me on Instagram, but they're not allowed to see my shit.
Well,
like,
I like, my mom does it, but that's just because she's, like, promoting.
But, yeah. But it's, like, yeah, it's just interesting. I don't know. But, talking about families, there's a very peculiar family, you know, getting back into the realm of relationships. Adam 22 and Lena the Plug. Have you heard of their situation?
What an interesting.
Do you want to describe it to the audience?
I don't know the full extent.
Yes,
I'm not going to lie.
Yes, you do. You know everything about them.
Oh, I'm tapped in? Well, I guess I can't hide it now. I don't know how it started, but like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Give some context to the viewers.
Yeah. So, everything I've learned about Lena the Plug and Adam 22 has been against my will. That's just been everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, whatever the case, I've learned against my will. But so this woman who has an OnlyFans got married to this guy, and like,
they've been together for a long time.
Oh, they have?
Okay. Yeah, like I remember, okay, this is like really sad to admit, but I remember being in high school and one of my friends showing me Adam 22's Snapchat account. Okay?
Oh, so he's a real person. Like, who is he?
What do you mean?
Like, who is Adam 22?
He owns like a media company now called No Jumper, but he used to really be big in like the BMX bike scene. And then he transitioned into like hip hop media and stuff like that.
Okay.
So now he's like a hip hop guy, I guess. He's in that realm of like hip hop media. Like he'll do like the interviews. Like I think he had one of the first ever interviews with like XXX Tentacion.
Okay.
So he was like he broke out a lot of. He used to be really big in like the underground hip hop scene, in terms of like not putting people on, but like getting those types of interviews. And now he just owns like this big hip hop media company where like he's like he has a bunch of podcasts through No Jumper.
He's the most comfortable man I've ever seen.
But when I was like in high school, I'm telling you, I saw a video on like my friends showed me. They're like, oh, like dude, like I thought I was doing on Snapchat. And, like he was posting him getting his dick sucked or something. And it was like a video of him getting his dick sucked by Lena the Plug. Like, and this was like when I was in high school. This was like 8 years ago, probably. Something crazy. Longer than that now. I was probably like 14. I was like, what the fuck are you showing me? Like, first of all, Snapchat doesn't allow that. But whatever.
It went crazy.
Go ahead. Tell us more about.
So they get married. And from my understanding, her like dream was like to just have sex with a black guy. Was that?
I don't know. So I think you have to give more context. It's like they are both porn stars, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
So Lena Plug is a porn star. I mean, none of them. They have this show.
Sex work.
Listen, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to
like.
Saying.
I'm not tapped in. I'm not.
Okay, I'm tapped in.
Okay, yeah.
So they have this podcast called The Plug Talk. Okay.
Okay.
So in this podcast, it's a really cool concept, to be honest. Like, I wish I would have thought of it. Not for myself.
Out-hustled again, bro.
Dude. That's the name of this podcast, How to Get Out-Hustled. But in this, like, since they're both like, well, she's more of like the sex worker. He like does scenes with her though. You know what I mean? Like I guess he's also a sex worker. Well, whatever. They have this podcast called The Plug Talk. Okay, where they interview a porn star for the first like 45 minutes, and then they shoot a porn scene with her at the end of it.
You dropped the ball, bro.
I feel like that
was that. No, I think that was me.
Is that you?
I think so.
Okay, sorry. Technical difficulty. But yes, like, so they've like done like, you know, but like she would
not
only...
her and Adam, right? Her and
no, her and Adam with the girl that they're interviewing.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so it was like a threesome. They would film a threesome. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever comfortable enough in a relationship to like. No, I don't want to say allow, but like, I don't even like me personally. Like, I wouldn't even want my like girlfriend kissing her girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like to each their own. You know, but in my eyes, like that's still a little cheating-ish. You know what I mean? Like. You know, on the last podcast I was talking about, I want my girl to be the baddest in the club. I want people. Yes, like that's still true.
That is different though.
But I draw the line personally. Like that's a fair boundary.
That's where my insecurity starts.
That's where my boundaries start. Like I don't want no one else to be able to kiss you. Okay, but like I know people are like that with like their friends. You know, like they kiss on the mouth, whatever. Like but me personally, like I just don't like that. Okay, like me personally, I just prefer.
Like if I start kissing the boys, like we're getting married. Like I'm sorry, that's what's happening.
Yeah. I won't kiss my guy friends. I hope you don't kiss your girlfriend. But yeah, I guess it's because of who they are.
I just know this is me. I already said it. I would not. I don't think I could date an actress because that doesn't look like.
But that's not an actress. That's like a super actress.
That's what I'm saying. But this is like a step further, and to be like, oh man, like work was crazy today. Like I don't want to hear that shit.
Son, because like in the video, she was like ripping the sheets. Like she was like having the time of her life. Like how?
And he's the one recording, right?
He's not the recorder. I hope he's not recording.
I thought he was the one recording.
Dude, my heart could not do that shit, bro.
I start throwing up.
I would literally cry. Like
on camera.
Because this one thing, like it would be hard. Like it wouldn't be hard if my girl was an actress and like she has to do it for work. Like I'd be more understanding. I'd still be like, fuck, like I don't want to watch all this shit. But on top of that, like to watch them get they shit clapped. Oh my god.
Oh, and then he bitched him.
Oh, I saw that. Well,
that's
the guy,
crazy.
The actor.
Yeah.
Was like, oh yeah, like I fuck her better than him. That's where like.
How do you like?
How do you?
I can't come back from that.
And I guess
sorry.
he doesn't want to come back. I guess he's kind of like leaning into it now and like trying to make it funny. And that's a thing. Like,
and then what made it worse? This to me is the worst part. Where she was like, "You can't fuck me if you can't respect my man" or some shit like that. I'm like, that's the craziest tweet of 2023 so far.
Yeah, honestly,
that's gotta be.
To each their own. Like I guess like.
See, I mean, it's their life. I'm not gonna get upset, but this is insane. That's what I'm saying. No, I think it's insane.
I just like it's definitely yes, insane, but I don't even want to say like insane for insanity's sakes. Like I when I say insane, I just mean like it's such a weird like place in like this like weird trifecta of relationships and like the boundaries that relationships are being
That's
pushed.
why I said relationships are changing, bro.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to look at them and be like, oh yeah, relationships are changing. Like,
why? I guess this
because
probably
it's like
existed elsewhere.
But no. I don't even want to say relationships are changing because it's like that's a specific ass relationship, and I'm sure like that's not the norm. That's the exception. You know what I mean? And you can't make the exception the norm. Because like, I mean, to be fair, he does fuck other women with her permission. So it's like, it's only fair. To me, like, yeah.
And nobody tweeted about him.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like a societal thing where it's like, oh, yeah, a man can do... It's like that fucking dumbass... I think we said it before. It's like, a key that can open many locks is known as the master key, but a lock that's opened by many keys is a shitty lock. You've never heard that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Ha.
Yeah. Listen, Adam.
Good luck. Have fun.
I just like
me personally. That's a bit weird.
Me personally, like you're a better man than me.
True.
Because it's not that I wouldn't allow my partner to do this. They can do whatever they want. If they choose to do this, I will simply leave them. You know what I mean? Like it's not that I won't allow them to. They can do whatever they want. But if they do this, they will not be seeing me no more. They will not be seeing me no more. But maybe if I was in his position,
no. Oh, you want to know what's crazy? Something for privacy reasons. I'm gonna say this was me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this happened to me.
Okay.
Because then, like, fuck it. It happened to me. I don't care. So, some guy, some woman hits me up. Granted, fuck it. Some woman hits me up, right?
This is you theoretically.
Yes, this is me theoretically.
Just say me.
Yeah, so I'm saying me.
No, me.
Me.
No, but just say me.
You.
Yes.
No, that's boring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get confused, and I don't want to fuck up.
Okay. Yeah. Kevin's girlfriend. This is all just.
Yeah. She knows.
Sure. Okay.
So this is me in the story. It's not me, but this is me for the story.
Yeah, for the sake of the story.
Yeah. Some woman hits me up talking about something like, "Hey, I would love to talk about whatever XYZ. Your fucking Funko Pops, right? Let's just say, cool." We get into a call, and she's speaking for a moment, and then a random dude gets on the phone, and then like just continuing the conversation. I'm just a little confused as to what's going on, and then he sends me a video. And then he starts like getting a lot more serious and talking about some like, you got to deposit this amount of money. You got to download this app and send me this. So I'm going to ruin your fucking life. And it was a video of me masturbating.
Like you actually?
No, it wasn't. It was like they like
superimpose your face.
Yeah. They like AI in my face. It was crazy. It was insane. But then they were like, yeah, like, and I was like, holy shit, that's insane. So they're just like, yeah, you have to download this fucking app. You got to send me this amount of money. You got to do whatever you want, or I'm going to ruin your fucking life. I'm going to send this to like your family, your friends, to grandparents, whatever. But I'm going to make sure that your life is ruined unless you deposit this money to me. First of all, I'm not sending you shit.
I'm not sending shit.
Yeah. Leak that shit. That's what happened. I was like, leak that shit. Because like, to be honest, once that happens, I'm making an OnlyFans.
But not even just that. It's like,
guess what? You picked the wrong AI model because I look good as fuck naked now.
Yeah.
So you could post that shit, but I'm not. You're not getting a cent from me. And in terms of ruining my life, that's not ruining my life.
I don't think
like,
it would ruin anything.
Like I think it'll ruin a summer.
No, I don't even think so.
It might not even ruin. It might make it a little awkward.
Yeah.
But after that, that's it. People even if people don't forget about it, it's just like it happens. Like whatever.
That also happened to a friend of mine where
Really?
he who also just told me about this.
All I know is like, dude was super persistent for something I wasn't gonna do. Like, I don't have the money for you. First of all, even if you ask for a lower quantity, I'm not giving you that shit. And like, yeah, like that's not something to like ruin my life over. I feel like it would be very awkward, super awkward. But I do not think like something like that, like a leak like that, would not ruin. Like
It happened to a friend of mine where the same thing where they were like, "Oh, send me the money," and then he just posted on his Instagram story. They were like, "If you get DMs of me naked, like it's not really me, like whatever this, that, and the third." And then they got on FaceTime with the dudes that were calling them, and it was like some random dudes, and they were like trying to get money. But like that's happening to a lot of people. Like,
yeah.
But the thing is, if it were to happen to me, it's not even like leak it because I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. It's like leak it because it's literally not me. Like I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck. If it's actually me and you leak it, I don't care either. You know what I mean?
It'll be like a slightly more like, oh shit, that's actually me. But
I just would never include my face in an explicit or like a lewd photo of myself. I would never include my face.
You're just asking for mistakes to happen.
So if listen, I want to put this out there into the world. If you ever see a lewd photo of me and my face is in it, it is not me. Unless you're really attracted to whoever's in that photo, then it is me, okay? But I want you guys to know that if you ever see a lewd photo of me and my face is in it, it is not me.
If you ever see a lewd photo of me, I didn't pay the money.
Yeah. I'm hell no, bro. Fuck that. Like, what do I look like paying money? First of all,
and
no.
Another thing, bro, y'all can't make this shit that complicated. I'm not downloading 3 things. Y'all gotta make that shit easy, bro. Like, if you're trying to scam me, I'm not going out of my way to send you that money. If that shit's not through PayPal or gift cards, I'm not doing.
Dude, I'm trying to remember. Someone literally just told me a story about this happening.
It's crazy.
To them.
It's crazy. It's evolving. It's kind of crazy.
That's why my head has been spinning because I'm like, bro, someone just told me about this shit where like it happened to like their boyfriend or like their ex or something like that. Fuck, who was it? Oh, it doesn't matter. I can't say on the podcast.
Regardless, that guy, he just flopped. Because he kept trying, like, he kept calling, like, yo, like, where the fuck is my money? Like, I'm really going to ruin your life. And he just kept going, like, bro, like, I don't care. Until, like, they just stopped calling. It's not even blocked them. Just stopped calling. They were like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, what are you going to do? Realistically, if you start sending that to people, like.
Once you sent it, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I really
it's
don't
out
see.
There. Yeah, that's like happening. I just thought that was an interesting thing that happened over the weekend.
Yeah, unless like you have like my coworker on there or something. But then again, like I just don't follow my coworkers on social media or like my boss.
Well, no, like the threat was like family and stuff, and like it was like screenshots of like, you know, loading up the video on whoever. But then after asking like, oh, like, hey, like, did you get anything? Have you got anything yet? I was like, no. Okay. And like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's a popular scam that's going on. Or like a girl randomly DMs you and is like, "Oh, do you want to? Hey, you seemed cool. I want to make new friends or some shit."
You know what?
If we have no mutual followers,
you know what's
not gonna DM
like,
back.
I don't think it's like I don't know. It's probably a scam, but like I'll randomly. I feel like it's happened like multiple times over the past couple of years, where I'll get a message, like a random message, like, "Hey, is this Jonathan or whatever?" Shit. And then it's like, no, it's not. You got the wrong number. And then it'll just like evolve into like, oh, I think you're like kind of cool. Like, oh, hey, like we like I don't know who you are, but you seem like a really chill person or whatever. And I'm just like, no, y'all not getting me, bro.
Yeah, people. I don't know how people fall for it still nowadays. Like,
it's gotta be an older generation.
I know how. Because if they bad enough, I'm falling for that shit. I'm sending money, bro. But I've had friends that have been like on Tinder, and it's like clearly fake Tinder profiles, and they'll be like, "Oh, add me on Snapchat." And they'll add them on Snapchat, and it's like them trying to like sell them a premium snap or something. I'm like, bro, like this is the most obvious like fake account though. Like some shit is so obvious. Like, listen, I know Instagram's fake.
This bio is in broken English.
Not even just that. It's like someone will follow you on Instagram. They'll have no mutual followers. All of their pictures, they'll have like 12 pictures up, but they were all posted on the same day. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. They'll hit you up like, hey, you seem really cool. I'm like, bitch, I don't look like shit on anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, If anything, I look lame as shit on my Instagram. I look like a fucking loser. Like, why are you hitting me up that I look cool? What do you know about me? You don't even know how. That's the thing how I know, bro. Because you want to know how I know? Because you can't even tell how tall I am on my Instagram.
If you're going off of me based on my feed, bro, you have terrible taste.
You have terrible.
I want nothing to do with you.
Hear me out. So you gotta say that. Hear me out.
Okay.
If you're going off my social media and you think you like me, you have terrible taste.
Hear me out. If you're basing me on my social media feed, I don't want anything to do with you. I already know you have terrible taste.
Yeah, there's no way you see my tweets or what I post on Instagram and you're like, this guy's the one for me.
The last time I posted was like 3 years ago, and it was the goofiest picture I had in my camera roll.
Yeah, so these scam DMs, it's like, hey, you seem really cool. I don't look like shit on social media. I don't look like anybody. I could literally be anybody. Like, my face looks like 17 different people. Like, I could literally be 17. I could be the same guy. But there's no way you're looking at my social media and you're like, hey, this guy seems cool. Who are you? Like,
I want to hit this guy up.
Yeah, that shit's like, it's so obviously for scams. It's a scam, you know? Because then they're going to hit me up and they're going to be like, hey, do you want to sell some Monet? You want some Herbalife? sorry for any Herbalifers. But no, it really is crazy. But sometimes I do get it. Like, when the picture's bad enough, I really do be thinking a little bit like, damn.
You get swayed slightly. Like, I hope this is real.
I hope this is real. Part of me really does want that.
That's
but
hilarious.
You know who doesn't fool me? These big studio companies.
I hate them.
I hate big studios.
You know,
Tell me about
my
it.
sources.
I actually know anything.
My sources. You don't know anything.
Well, your sources also told you about Ariana Grande.
My
so
sources.
I'm starting to doubt
this
your
is the
sources.
same industry.
We'll see.
My sources tell me, right? I'm gonna give you a little insight on this.
Sure.
Writers are striking.
Yeah. Yes. So are actors.
Well, yeah, and so are actors now. But like the writer strike is kind of insane. I saw like a video on like a writer that was basically explaining the situation. Because like from my understanding, they were striking because they wanted more money. Fair, get your money, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't understand like why. And fuck, I'm gonna kind of butcher it, at least with the writer section. With the actor section, I understand a little bit more. But with the writers, from my understanding, is like when they were writing on TV, they were getting paid like for the year because they were working throughout the year, writing episodes, writing whatever for the show, making sure shit was going right. And when streaming started to become a thing, and they started recording shit in like bulk, and like, you know, throwing it up on
like at once,
like at once on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, they started working like maybe 3 or 4 months, but the pay wasn't compensated for those 3 or 4 months. They were still getting paid, like, let's just say generic number, like $20 an hour, whereas they were working throughout the full year, or like whatever, 9-10 months or whatever the period is of like making a season. They with CGI and a bunch of shit, making production a lot more, you know, like I don't want to say at home, but like just there's a lot less for people to do because like they're just CGIing everything. And also just with dealing with like COVID restrictions and like just having everything come out as fast as possible. They were only working 3 or 4 months and only getting compensated $20 for those $20 an hour for those 3 to 4 months, and then they were left with no money for the rest of the 8 months in the year. And they were talking about like, well, you did the same amount of work, but it's like, I guess, but I also like did it more efficiently because we got that shit done in like less than half the time. But it's like, where the fuck is my pay when you have these big, like the person that I was looking at was like second in like, I don't like rank, like before the producer, it was him, like in terms of like writer, and he was like, I made like $10,000 last year, and it was like insane. And he was like, but like whoever is like in charge, this is like the number one show in like the United States for like 3 months. The show grossed like $1 billion, for example. So it's like, where is my money? Like all the like one person pocketed all this money and everybody else got fucked because actors aren't getting paid good either, because like the average actor salary is like 20,000 or something like that, which is like, well, actually I lied. In terms of the actors, the only reason that what was explained to me was that like they're trying to introduce AI into like making shows and like movies. So let's say you have somebody that's like a CGI character, like for example like Iron Man. They put on the suit, they're no longer there, so they want them to pay them one time for them to record one line and then use AI to record the rest of the lines for them. But they're only getting paid for that one line, which is stupid. It's like you're using my likeness. Like how are you not gonna compensate me for my likeness? They're gonna think it's me, but like it's really a computer mimicking me. Granted, it's gonna do a really good job.
Yeah, that shit is crazy to me. I see those things and I don't really know much about it. Like I stand with anybody that's on strike, really. Well, for good reason, you know. There's people that strike for bad shit, but like striking for better wages and like a better living condition is always good things, especially when it's like these money hungry studios that are like just destroying the world, and they do fucking shady shit. Like they shaved all the trees.
Yeah, so they're
outside
like,
of Universal or Warner Brothers or Universal,
wherever it was. But like they're like, oh, the strikers. I hope they get fucking sunburnt and like they're not gonna stand out here in this sun. And they just chop down all the trees. Like that shit probably cost more than whatever you needed to do, and you just fucked up how your studio looks. Now it looks ugly.
But be honest, would you scab?
Would I scab?
You know what scabbing is?
Oh, is that when you cross the line?
Son, that's a thing, bro. They give me a little offer, a little milli, little. They're like, hey, like Ezra Miller's on strike. You want to come play the Flash? I'll be like, woo. Let me see what
my
that.
mom the same?
Yo, let me see what that check looking like. They try to like, they try to catch me like Salma Hayek or something, like, cause she also just crossed the picket line or something.
I get to meet Salma Hayek.
That shit would be tough, bro. Like part of me, like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't actually cross the picket line, but like. Now they're getting a little desperate. They need some people that aren't like SAG affiliated. I ain't in no Screen Actor Guild, bro. I ain't in no Screen Actor Guild. I'm finna fucking pop the fuck out.
When y'all see written by Kevin Zavala,
you're gonna be. Son, imagine they give it just reminds me of all those like Tubi shows. You know Tubi?
Yeah.
Have you seen those things on? Oh my god, bro! It's like filmed with like a camcorder and like the same production as iMovie or something like that. They're insane. Like we could literally film a show like that.
Yeah.
But I think I want to. I don't know, bro. I want to start. You know, branching off and like trying to do more shit in terms of like the acting world and stuff like that.
Entertainment is so interesting though,
so
because like this
cool.
happened before. This happened before in like, 2008.
Yeah. The thing with entertainment is like the idea of it is so like skewed because people will see someone on like TV and think they're rich and famous. But a lot of the times, most of the times, like that's not. The case.
I know who got flack for that. Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria. She got flack for that.
Why?
Because she was talking about how like the salary I made on Euphoria for like second season 2 or whatever. She was like, I can live maybe 6 months on this, and then I have to like. That's why I'm still working. That's why I'm looking for more projects. Yeah. Like I'm only getting paid for like 6 months.
It's like that one actress from She was in the last episode of Black Mirror.
I didn't watch this.
Okay, well they asked her something similar, like, oh, like why do you work so much? She's like, because I need to pay my bills. Like if I don't work, who's gonna work for me? Like, and it's true. Like we don't like to think about it because it looks like they're like these
like
grandiose
a show
things.
Blowing up does not mean the actor blew up.
Yeah.
Maybe for roles, but that doesn't mean they have money.
But also a lot of the times, like these actors fall into that trope of like not being able to like succeed their that one role. You know what I mean?
Niche, yeah.
Like it happens to like what's his name, Macaulay Culkin, where he couldn't not be the Home Alone kid anymore. You know what I mean? Or like the guy who played Superman, rest in peace, but like that ended up killing himself because he couldn't be cast outside of that Superman role. So it's hard. It's a slippery slope, but it is really easy to like see someone on TV and be like, oh, they're rich and famous. You know what I mean? Because like that's what you grew up thinking. And even now, like I see people on TV and I'm like, oh, they're rich and famous. Like
to this day.
Yeah, it's like a running joke. Like when we see soccer players, my mom asks it seriously, but she'll be like, oh, do you think he's rich? And then me and my dad will be like, he can't make it to the end of the month. Like he's struggling to pay his bills. That's a joke. They're fucking rich and famous.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately, actors aren't like that. But it's so like somebody explained like how bad it's gonna be. But this is my thing. Like, I understand. I'm like, oh fuck. Like new shows are gonna get fucked. Like fucking Stranger Things is getting delayed till 2027. Like them kids are gonna be fucking 30.
Old as shit.
And in 9th grade, like that's gonna be insane. It is what it is though. But like, there's so many good shows out there and movies that like there's shit to watch. There's gonna be shit to watch. So, but like my thing that pisses me off about like the writers and actor strike is like, what am I gonna do for fucking entertainment now? They gotta fucking stop this shenanigans and go write me a show.
Yeah,
I need
crazy
stuff to watch. Like, bro, this is so
Regular
fucking
people
stupid.
being mad about strikes is so weird to me. Like, it literally affects you so like little that they're not doing shit. Like, oh my god, you can't watch your new show. Like, shut up, man. Like, who gives a
Yeah.
shit? Like, go watch like YouTube or something while you're waiting for your new show.
What's gonna be crazy is that like reality TV is gonna spike crazy because that's what happened last time. And like that's where like Kardashians came out. So new wave of Kardashians, the new Kardashian era.
Bro, the
Who's gonna be the new?
Lopez's.
Oh my god,
That would be
bro.
the worst show in the world. Like, we are so boring. Like, that would be the worst show in the
Bro,
world.
those shows aren't real.
Yeah, but
They're gonna make you do shit. They're
we're
gonna make
also
you,
not
like,
rich, so we can't do much.
Bro,
Imagine a
that's
camera
gonna be
crew.
the appeal.
Can you imagine a camera crew in this fucking apartment? Like, they won't fit through the hallway. Like,
You're just gonna hear silently like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
it won't work the way that I would have liked it to work. But listen, until you see us on the next reality show, I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
I want to be on Family Feud.
Kevin, let go of that dream. That's the one dream I don't want you to hold on to. Let go of that dream.
Why?
But listen,
Why do you hate me?
Listen.
Comment down below. Hey, I
huh?
had a stroke. I'm sorry. Comment down below why Juan hates me.
But listen, thank you guys for watching today.
I love you.
We love you guys. We'll
I
see you
love
next
you.
week, hopefully. Bye. Have a
Comment
good
down
one.
below.
A pineapple.
Something. Yeah. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Mwah.